Hey friends, today I'm going to be recording question 4.52 part A. I'm only doing part A because I think that once you get part A you kind of understand the rest of them. And it's a pretty good question because you kind of get to go over oxidation numbers and redox and precipitate versus acid base. So I'm just going to write out the problem first. You can see that what we have here is a double replacement reaction, which is pretty common. But because we have an acid plus a base, we make water as a liquid as our product. Oh, my textbook kind of lagged. Oh well. Guess we don't really need it. But yeah, so the first thing I want to do with this is just figure out what the oxidation numbers are going to be. H is always +1 when it's grouped with a non-metal, which is oxygen. Oxygen is always -2, and based on that, we can pretty much find out that Cu is +2. We're going to do the same thing for the nitric acid. Oxygen is always -2. Hydrogen is always +1 when grouped with a non-metal, and N, because of this, will be +5. Okay, so this part I kind of had a little bit of trouble with because I was getting confused, but it's pretty easy once you kind of think about it. You can skip ahead of this part because I kind of was being dumb. Yeah, but -2 times 3 is -6, times 2 is -12. Then we have our Cu, which we can kind of assume is just +2, which leaves us with 10 left. We have two what is it called? Nitrogens left. So I'm just going to divide that 10 by 2 and get 5, but since I'm being stupid, I'm going to go into the other product, which is H2O, which is pretty self-explanatory, and here I go, redoing it because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so let's unnecessarily zoom in. And let's choose a different color just so we can see more Khan Academy-ish. Just kidding. Yeah, so O is basically always -2 if it's paired with a non-metal. So we know that the charge is going to be -6. But you multiply that -6 by the 2 to make -12. Like I said earlier, add the 2 plus from the Cu. You will get -10. -10 divided by 2 is +5 if you try to balance that out. So as you can see here, we pretty much have a non-redox reaction because everything is the same. Nothing gets oxidized or reduced. The Cu +2 on the left side matches up with the charge on the right side. The O's match up, the H's match up. Everything just matches up perfectly. The next part of this question is pretty much just if it's a precipitate reaction or if it's a acid-base reaction, and we can see here that it's neutralization between copper hydroxide, which is a base, and nitric acid, which is an acid, and that creates H2O as a liquid. Pretty much.